beautiful Librans, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your full moon reading. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful that scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. If anyone claiming to be me asks you for money, e-gifts, donations, anything at all, it is not me, it is a scam. I do not have Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, Patreon, or any of those things. So if anyone claiming to be me contacts you regarding those platforms, please report them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on, my beautiful Librans, to your full moon reading. What's interesting about this full moon, it's called the thunder moon, or some people call it the buck moon, depending on who you are or where you are, but I like to call it the thunder moon. Basically, it's entering Aquarius, which is a time for unpredictable energy. So you may have heard a lot of tarot readers talking about how bumpy this particular moon energy reading will be, or how to translate this moon energy that we're going through at the moment. It's going to be quite difficult, but it does bring out that inner rebel. So it is a rebellious energy that comes out. It's a time to step into your creative power. Now, even if you, do a 9-to-5 job in an office, for example, stepping into your creative power is still sort of embracing your own individuality and bucking against trends in order to express yourself, because this moon in particular asks you, how do you express yourself in social settings, reintegration, especially during this time. Oh, I'll go get that one in a moment. They want me to go one more. Now, how does it affect you in particular, Libra? Well, it is going to be something that makes you look at how you hold yourself back, or how you come into balance with certain things. And how you harmonize in your life, where you withdraw in energy. Similar to a Scorpio energy, but not quite as explosive, because they also have Pluto opposite, conjuncting their sign, but what they're indicating here for you is that you may not feel completely comfortable with the energies during this time, as the moon raises quite a few energies, but I feel like it's a time for bringing your dreams to fruition, your intentions. Thunder moon, if you really think about thunder and lightning, it's time to clear the air on something, start a new chapter. But as you can see, it normally comes with some sort of rumble or explosive energy at first in order to clear that air, okay? It says balance spirituality and practicality, okay? So any dreams or goals, they need a grounding. I'm just going to go get that card. One moment, please. Luck is on your side. Beautiful energy there. On goals and dreams, they're really showing me that you're going to be bang on target, really, and be able to use this moon to get whatever it is that you're hoping to receive, those intentions that you set a couple of weeks ago. I asked people to enter a competition. Obviously, I've done the competition. It's now passed. I will be doing another one in the next couple of days, so please look out for that. But I asked you to set those intentions for a reason, which was to be on target when it comes to this particular moon, because it's almost like a lightning strike propelling you forward, okay? We've also got the end of a tough cycle approaches, okay? I really do feel like you've been through the ringer. You've been up and down all about the place for the last 18 months. I mean, humanity has had a real shock. So I feel like we're all trying to recalibrate after that energy and really ask ourselves, where do we fit in the world now? And where do we still fit in with our goals and dreams? Some of those things that we really wanted to do, or we thought we were on a treadmill trying to achieve, some of those things are falling by the wayside. Similarly, some friendships that we feel are not really invested in us in a full sort of way, or in a healthy way, they're also being left to the side. So it's really asking humanity to recalibrate their life. We've got your hard work is paying off, okay? And boy, have you been working solidly towards something. I really do feel like you're being springboarded somewhere, or you're elevated somewhere with this buck moon. When you think of buck moons as well, that's when the male deer starts to grow in maturity and grows antlers. So they're willing to fight for something, or they're getting ready to be able to fight for the prize, which often is the female energy. But it's about standing your ground, holding your vision. That's what this time of year is about. We've also got you are good enough. So don't doubt your wonderful self, Libra. You are good enough. You are lovable. You are employable. You are all of the abuls, okay? So don't ever feel like you're not enough. We came here in this body that we were given as a vehicle to experience life in a human form, a human consciousness, but in a physical body, okay? There's only one you. They show it to me occasionally, but they're showing it to me again about the fingerprints. Everyone's got an individual set of fingerprints, which indicates, you know, your uniqueness, and that you're here for a reason. You may feel like you're here on a mission. You may be trying to figure out what that mission is. Some may already know, but I feel you need to honor the fact that you are enough, and you came exactly as you were meant to be, to experience a certain journey that you already kind of agreed before you got here. And you're transmuting the energy to work towards the positive. It may be a bumpy ride sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you. I have many bumps in the road myself. It's not all plain sailing. But we do work out the sort of bumps along the road and take the rough with the smooth. Okay. Now we've got show the world the real you. So this is a time for authenticity. This is about, I feel like Libra, you always lead with that authenticity. But sometimes, especially when you feel like you're not enough, I feel like you may hide your wonderful self or dull your shine in order to fit in. Now that's not going to be everybody, of course, but they're giving me majority energy of sort of feeling a little bit insular at times. You may even call yourself an introvert or things like that in certain social circumstances. And that's what this moon does, asks you how you express yourself in social settings. So are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? Are you both? Are you one or the other at each time, depending on the set of circumstances? So they really want you to just come out of your shell and be the wonderful you, okay? Because your individuality and your confidence is your key to success in all areas. Whether that's success in having peace of mind, whether it's success in business or in love, you apply it to the situation that suits you best, but they're indicating you are more than enough, okay? Now let's go and see your overall energy for the full moon period. The full moon occurs on the 23rd, which is today, or the 24th, depending on where you are in the world, okay? It's the 23rd where I am, but it will occur on the 24th, so for some. So just so you're aware of your well, you're leading with the moon, so you're really governed by this moon period, okay? Now, the moon is about uncertainty, and you may feel certain emotions rise to the surface, Libra, that you're trying to really deal with. Now, we will clarify those cards and see what's coming out there for you, but this reading is going to be a little bit different. Rather than focusing on love or career, this is going to be really about what the energies are throwing up for you and how you've been dealing with things recently and how you're going to be dealing with things in the future. If anything like love or career comes up, then of course I will actually... No, they want me to stop there. I will actually talk about it, but this is more about the energies, okay? Just so you're aware. Now, excuse me. We also have the High Priestess here, we have the Tower, we have Justice, and we have the Sun. So it looks like after a period of uncertainty or even some sort of shocking kind of energy, there is a turning point here for you, and there is a balance, a harmony, and a solution that brings a fair outcome for all. Now, the Moon card, this is in your protagonist energy. It's almost like you're embracing the uncertainty, okay? You're feeling the fear, you're doing it anyway. There may be things that you're like, I have no clue how to move through this energy, or I have no idea what's going to happen next. I feel like you're embracing that because with that comes opportunity. When we sort of set goals, dreams, intentions, and things like that, we have a certain idea of the goal, the end point, and that's great. But Spirit takes care of the journey, okay? If we try to control the journey, we're kicking back against fate, against destiny, against... It's almost like we're swimming against the tide. So it's really tough position to be in. Embrace the uncertainty of the journey of how you want to get to what you want to get to, but you set your intention and tell the universe what it is that you want, okay? So it's almost like a watch pot never boils, right? If you're looking at the pot, your intention is for it to boil because you want to cook something, and you're watching it and you're watching it, you're basically micromanaging a pot. And the pot is not going to work on your time, Libra. It's going to work on its own set of variables, okay? I don't know why they're giving it to me like this, but they are. Maybe you're actually cooking at the moment and going, come on, hurry up, I gotta go. Or you're needing a coffee or whatever. Sorry, please take it as it resonates. I do apologize. This time of year I got like hay fever and things like that. So my little cough there comes occasionally with hay fever and asthma and all of those things. But the Moon card indicates that there is something coming to the surface, and you will be dealing with it. It's like you make a voluntary change for this, okay? Something unseen comes your way. You gotta trust your intuition, and I feel like you are embracing that energy because this is your protagonist energy. If it was in this position, I'd say you're trying to fight it. Libra, but I don't feel like you're trying to fight it. I feel like you're going with the flow, and I feel like you're in a flexible position where you're actually, whatever comes up, I feel like you're ready. Especially since, you know, if you think about the crab and the nature of the crab, the crab has pincers, so they're always ready to sort of expect the unexpected, as it were, ready to fight if they need to or protect if they need to. But also crabs, they sort of move to the side. You know, they want to go forward, but they move to the side to get there. They take little detours to get to where they need to go. They still get to where they need to go, okay? But the moon card indicates a very emotional time for you. So it may throw up emotions deep from your surface. People from your past may just show up with secrets, something coming to the surface, you know, with truths. There's a conversation for sure here, because they're really highlighting the sword to me. It keeps drawing my attention from scrying. So they're indicating something that you may have already foreseen yourself. There's a conversation, maybe something that has been left unsaid. It actually comes to the surface around about this time. I will clarify that moon card and see what we got coming out from that moon card. Can you please clarify the moon card for my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Thank you so much. The Chariot, it allows you to move forward. So interesting, isn't it? So as I said, you know, even though you're taking side steps on something or a detour on something, you're still moving forward. You're actually still taking action. So there's definitely an indication here that it overcomes an obstacle to continue on your journey. The Chariot is a conquest card or victory. You're motivated to get moving on something, even if you have to sidestep the energies or you have to take a bit of a detour to network in a different area. You know, sometimes Spirit sends us a bit of a curveball or a plot twist so that we meet new people who are intrinsic to our path ahead. They may not seem like it in that moment, but 2-3 years down the line, you're like, oh, that's why I was meant to meet Stan 5 years ago, because now I need to ask them a very valuable question. They've got the knowledge that I need. So sometimes Spirit throws us those curveballs so that we be in scenarios that we never expected ourselves to be in, but they end up being very important to our journey later on or in that present moment. So it is kind of like you're embracing that. The Chariot basically means you're still moving forward for success as well. You may be motivated to find a different route around where you need to go, to be flexible. Now, in terms of friendship, for example, if it's an obstacle, someone comes and throws you a curveball, tells you a secret, you know, I feel like you'll overcome that and you will be stronger than ever, but you get to decide the direction that you take that in. Similarly, like a job, if a job comes from nowhere and offers you up some choices there, I feel like you get the option to govern the way that you move forward on it. What a lot of people don't realize is the Chariot card actually is run by 2 sphinxes there, but there's no reins on the sphinxes. There's often 2 horses in the Chariot card. There's no reins on the horses. So a certain element of it is fate and is governed by fate, but the other part of it is governed by you because you're in the Chariot. You're the one taking command. So it is kind of like there's going to be an option here that comes on into you. Now, the High Priestess, you may have felt really blocked recently, Libra, on some things. You may have even felt like you've disconnected from a spiritual practice, or you had intentions to really connect on a deeper level to source or to some sort of meditation or, you know, cosmic ordering or doing things like the law of attraction, but your attention may have wavered. The High Priestess indicates there's a repression here or disconnect, but it can also be that you mistrust the situation, that you really have to connect your intuition and listen to yourself, because the best friend you can be is to yourself often, and sometimes we do sabotage ourselves as well. So, you know, nothing's ever black and white there. It's always gray areas. But the High Priestess here indicates that there is a coming together of minds, and that there is going to be an opening, a realization, an awakening here for you, Libra, and it's going to be like an epiphany moment that actually allows you to see that if you didn't trust something, you were bang on point not to trust it. It comes to the surface. It's like, you know, this is the resistance position. So it's like we got this card in the reverse. So they're indicating here that there is either a secret or a mistrust, or you feel like you've lost out on something, and your intuition, it's almost like you're beating yourself up that your intuition did not connect to it. What is meant for us will never ever pass us by, Libra, so don't sweat the small stuff. Everything happens for a reason. Your guides are with you and they're actually guiding you, but your crown chakra is going to be blown wide open. There is a deep knowing when the crown chakra is involved, okay? So I feel very much like you just know something. Even if physically the surroundings do not show you evidence of that in that moment, it's only a case of awaiting, you know, it's like a waiting period before you find out that actually your hunch was right. So pay close attention to hunches and things like that. Obviously, research facts as well, you know, because you don't want to make any assumptions that it would be a wrong thing to do. Being a Scorpio myself, I'm like an FBI agent, always trying to find out the information to see if I can back up my feelings on certain things. You know, I also like to be very open-minded and see if I can see the counter argument for whatever my intuition is telling me, so that I can make a rational kind of decision on things for my greater good. It's no good just finding people who are yes people who say, yeah, Scorpio or Libra, because I'm Scorpio, I was talking about me. You're right. You know, what you think is right. I really do seek out people who say, you know what, you're wrong. Okay, because then I can go, okay, why am I wrong? I can open up a debate so I can get a fair judgment of all things. I don't want to hear just someone tell me, yeah, I'm right, because what if I'm not? You know, where's the people who could tell me why I may be wrong? And then I can make my decision as to what to choose to believe. Okay, I don't know why they're giving me that, but they're obviously giving me that, Libra, for you to process what you're going through. Okay, now we got a Tower moment, so I feel like whatever this shocking energy is, and a lot of signs are getting this energy for this moon, because this full moon actually brings a lot of chaotic energy. Okay, Mars is very much making its energy felt. Saturn is in retrograde, and that is kind of like rules and regulations and, you know, really rigid systems, and everything's sort of kicking back. Mercury is no longer in retrograde, so there is free movement of speech and being able to communication is clearer and things like that. So there's a real mix mash for this person, this particular full moon. Okay, so the Tower is showing up for a lot of people. This actually opens your third eye, and as a Scorpio myself, I actually welcome it. Okay, I do have Libra placements in certain areas, but it basically means a chance to rebuild something that was making you feel stuck in the first place. When you think of a tower, that is an energy of a prison. You can't get out of the tower, but the universe sends along a lightning bolt to send that tower on fire, so that things become so uncomfortable that you have to have an epiphany moment where you move, you change, you do something different, you take a leap of faith. Okay, it also blows that third eye chakra wide open to stop you from going round and round in circles in things that perhaps you cannot see on a deeper level. So I feel like there is a real change, a shocking change that's happening here. It can be an epiphany. It could also be something is taken away in order to replace it with something greater. Whether it's you were being very protective and not trusting on someone, and then circumstance comes along and shows you that absolutely you can trust that person, or absolutely you were right, you cannot trust that person. So I hope you can understand the energy that I'm trying to transmute there. The Justice card indicates there is a solution. Libra, this is your card. We got Cancerian energy, Virgo, we got Scorpio, Aries, and we've got Leo energy here. But justice will prevail. So I feel like no matter the energy, you're able to balance things out a little bit more easier than other signs during this period. So the Justice card indicates if you're going through legalities or contracts, pay close attention to the finer details, because you don't want any big shocks coming later on. Okay. Also, seek the truth in every situation and seek a fair outcome in every situation, and then you will never be disappointed. The Justice card indicates that there is a win-win situation here for you, but a truth will be revealed. Now, intuitively, I felt you knew this, whatever this truth is, but it's coming towards you. You will not be really, the Tower indicates there's a bit of a shake in your foundation. So it may shock you to know that actually you were completely right. Maybe you were hoping that you were wrong on it, but I feel like you find a solution. So if there's a plot twist in your world, they're indicating you bend, are flexible enough to go with the flow and come out the other side all shiny and new and golden. Okay, I do feel like there's a painful conversation or a difficult conversation that has to be had here, but I feel like it clears the air, just like that thunder moon is meant to. Okay, the overall outcome there is the sun. So it brings positivity, it brings success, it brings optimism and joy. This is a card of an awakening, okay? Also a lot of abundance this card brings. Out of the darkness and confusion comes the light. And I feel like you're finding that light after a very long dark tunnel. So I feel like this is a more positive time. Relationships are blossoming, friendships are blooming. I feel like you're very grateful for what you got. They're showing me spiritual practices, okay? So really connect back to source. Take some time out, even if it's 10 minutes a day. You know, 10 minutes is a long time when you haven't done it for a while to really stay silent and just be with your thoughts and meditate on them. Let things just come into your mind, just flow, okay, and let them go. Anything that is making you feel nervous or anxious, see it as it truly is, then let it go and just breathe through it, okay? The Sun card indicates that you're rising up to find the happiness. You're in pursuit of that happiness energy. Now let's go and get a little bit more detail. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their greatest... They're giving me the name Tarrant. Tarrant. So either your name is Tarrant or it's a place. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. They're just indicating that that person may have... their attention may have wavered. So they want to bring them back into the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. We got the Ace of Cups here. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know? We got the King of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? Okay, so we've got the Three of Wands here. They want to go one more. We got the Nine of Swords. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Thank you. I'm truly grateful. So this basically clarifies the energy that's come as the overall energy. The Queen of Swords says, if anything is below the surface, you're getting clarity. You're basically setting healthy boundaries, strong foundations, and you've got strong self-esteem. If you've doubted your wonderful self, please do not. Your intuition is bang on point. The Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords there, is someone who looks to the future with certainty, has a goal, a dream, a clarity of purpose, sets an intention and then aligns themselves with it and with the understanding of what needs to be done in order to get there. Whether it's a sidestep, whether it is uncovering information or uncovering something in order to pull you through to the next side. I feel like you're letting go of any false truths, whether that's from people who have told you something that you think, hang on a minute, I don't trust that for a second, or if it's false evidence appearing real, which would be fear, certain situations that have tried to make you feel nervous or anxious, or even you've started to negative self-talk in those areas. You're releasing that, you're letting go of that. Libra, this is your card, okay? Queen of Swords is a Libran energy, and it is a self-sufficient card. You're someone who leads with total honesty in a situation. You're willing to cut someone down to size in the nicest possible way, of course, if they do not approach you with the truth, okay? Also, I feel like the Queen of Swords always goes investigating for something greater, something better, something more harmonious. As you can see, she's sitting there on her air balloon, and as you can see there, there's a big old palace. That balloon is made out of a palace, something very royal. It's almost like you're leading with integrity. You're leading with, you're taking the high road on something, okay? Your head held high in a situation. And as you can see, you're very in tune with nature, and that air balloon is actually bringing a tree, solid growth. But it's bringing that tree somewhere else because you're planning roots or you're planning to stabilize somewhere else, because where you've been, it feels a little bit you were unanchored. So I feel like you may be in search of a deeper investment somewhere, whether that's in your career or in your home life or in love. There is definitely a desire to move forward, because where you were, you may have been feeling stagnant, or there was no logic to where you were to stay where you are. Also, the way that they're giving this to me is a bird in flight, Even though there are birds in flight there, it's almost like you are, Libra, like a bird in flight, seeing the bigger picture, seeing things from a greater height, and also seeing the distance ahead. As you can see, she's looking through a telescope there. Queen of Swords energy as well. You're a very good wordsmith. Excuse me. You have what it takes to renegotiate really good deals or tell things how they are. You're very organized, and just be mindful of diplomacy, which is a very important thing that I've been telling a lot of signs for this period, because there's quite an explosive kind of confrontational energy happening at the moment. So if you feel like something's been gnawing at you or something like that recently, the circumstances are ripe for a lot of people to just snap and say something they don't mean. So just be mindful of that energy. Now, you may be going in search of something that brings deeper love or commitment to your life. The Ace of Cups indicates bliss. following your heart, following your bliss, but the universe offering you an opportunity to expand or transform everything in your life with love, okay? So as you can see, that teacup there, she's hugging that teacup, and all those butterflies are sort of expanding from that. Butterflies, they represent change, moving into a new cycle. And as you can see, there's one butterfly that's different from all the other butterflies. That's you, Libra. How different you are, how unique you are. Embrace that, and you will actually magnetize the love in terms of relationships, or in terms of career, or in terms of situations. Seek love and you shall find love, okay? Is what they just said to me. Wow. Seek love and you shall find love. And that's in all places. That's not just in I want to find a soulmate, okay? But it's also about doing things with your heart. There are limitless possibilities available to you when you get this card, and hope shines upon you. This is a very abundant card. Love gives you hope. And if you follow that heart of yours, it will lead you to where you need to go. And it will fertilize the way ahead to breed more loving situations, or expand on your dreams, your goals. It allows you to achieve your desires, okay? And even in the darkest of places, Libra, you can find positive energy. Now, also we got the Judgment. It's over the High Priestess, and it's clarified here by the King of Pentacles. What they're indicating here is sometimes when you're weighing up options with the Judgment card, you may second guess yourself. Okay, the Judgment card indicates a search for clarity or making final decisions on things. And you may have had some wake-up calls in the past by not following your intuition on things. You may have seen red flags and thought, okay, I'm seeing that red flag, but you know what? I believe in the best in people, so maybe they don't mean it. Or maybe they'll change. Or maybe it was a one-off. All of those things that we tend to tell ourselves, and I'm not pointing the finger at you, Libra. We all do it. We're all human. We all want to believe in the best in humanity. So you may give people a second chance, or a third chance, or a fourth chance, or maybe you're on your 100th chance with somebody. That may be a love relationship, it may be a friendship, it may be a work situation. You may have been in a toxic work situation and think, gosh, if this does not change, I'm going to have to do something about it. And then if you sit on the fence with it, they're coming to say, basically, they're going to send you a tower moment. If you're sitting on the fence about something, they're going to push you to the point where you feel so uncomfortable, Libra, that you have to change, okay? Because the Judgment card indicates a rebirth, but you're also at a bit of a crux in the road. You're reaching for new life. And in order to do that, you must purge things that would hold you back or hinder you in some way. So there has to be a relief and a release. Interesting, they gave relief and release. Normally, I would think they would give just release, but they said relief and release. Interesting, okay? But you may doubt yourself because it's in this position. So you may doubt yourself and then feel a little bit blocked on the way forward. But what they're indicating here with the King of Pentacles is that you're making very solid decisions. You're someone who's very wise. You know, you're very invested in your interests. You know, you want the best for yourself. So why do you second guess yourself? Surely you know what is the best for you, Libra. The King of Pentacles, I mean, we've got loads of horns outside. It's almost like they're all going beep, 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 yeah. Underline this fact, okay? The King of Pentacles indicates you've got the Midas touch. I think financially things are going to prosper for you. I feel like you're making really solid decisions, and I feel like you're being loyal and true to everybody else, so you should expect the same in return. That is not a selfish act to expect someone to meet you in reciprocity in those areas, in any area, okay? You deserve respect. You're very unique, and I feel like you're going to raise yourself up. When you get this King of Earth energy, I feel like you're aligning yourself with success, whether it's in your goals, your dreams, you're committed to a cause, you're dependable, you've got a plan. You've stuck to the plan, you've actioned the plan, and now you're going to be reaping the rewards of the plan. So I feel like those decisions have led you to a really good judgment. So listen to that intuition. I feel like you're going to receive rewards, both financial and in terms of emotional contentment. There's a lot of really good things coming your way, okay? Very positive, auspicious energy. The Seven of Wands says you're stronger than you think. Okay, and you're starting to realize that, Libra. You've endured a lot in life, and you may have felt like you have become cynical recently, lost hope, or even felt a little bit disconnected from energy. You may have felt like, is there something I'm not understanding here with the universe? Everything seems topsy-turvy right now. I feel really out of place. That is so that you can refine your place in the world and build it the way that you wanted to build it in the first place. But now you know, now you have more knowledge of life and the journey. So now you can say, okay, when I was 20, maybe I wanted that, but now that I'm a little bit older, maybe I don't want that anymore. Or I see through that. I see that it is superficial and I don't want that anymore. It doesn't fit with my lifestyle. I feel like you're actually coming out of any cage that you may have built for yourself, or you may have felt like society has built for you. This is the inner rebel coming out, being released, especially with this full moon, as I've been talking about. As you can see, this person here, represented by the strong man, indicates love. This person wore their heart on their sleeve. This person is tenacious. Look at that lion, that tiger. Well, it's a tiger there. You know, they fought for love. They had to. And also, you know, their inner sort of lion or tiger, that strength, has come through during moments of struggle and help you raise up. You're still here, okay? You've dealt with toxic energy, even toxic energy within yourself, Libra. You're transmuting that. You're trying to release that and become more healthy, and release anything that is holding you back. Out of that, there's a flower. So you're starting to bloom, okay, because of it. And there's that anchor. So you're trying to find your anchor in the storm. Who are you now? Where do you want to go? Who do I need to be to get to where I want to go? Okay. And I feel like you've battled so far. Okay. And as you can see, look at that. There's a battle there. It's really interesting that the battle scene is actually on the gut instinct, the gut there. Okay. Because that's the problem. Our first brain is often, well, I consider our first brain our gut instinct, because that's our intuition. I believe the intuition, you know, you always feel like, they say your gut instinct, right? You always feel like here, something's off. I don't know what's off there. So your gut instinct checks in with the brain and says, hey, brain, can you check with the eyes and see if there's any sort of danger going on, or if there's anybody here that I should mistrust, or a situation that doesn't feel right? The brain checks with the eyes. The eye says, I can't see nothing. It's all good. It's all clear. The brain says, hey, gut. Eye says it's all fine, so we're transmuting, everything's fine right now. The gut says, I'm still not so sure. I'm just going to reserve my judgment. As you can see, the battle scene, the gut is battling against other forces to say, listen to me, listen to me, listen to the intuition, okay? And then about half hour later, the eyes say, oh yeah, I can see it now. And the brain says, hey, gut, you were right. Okay, so I feel like you're starting to come out of the cave, come out of the cage, and start realizing you're stronger than you believe. You're actually above the competition. Okay, when you get a 7 of Wands, this is about being your personal best. It's about going the distance, non-conforming, you know, having perseverance and being unstoppable in your dreams, your passions, your goals. Any obstacles, you're overcoming them. You're seeing things on a larger scale, and you're engaging in a sustained effort to get to where you want to go. Don't compromise your morals or anything like that, because you're all good by yourself. Your integrity, your strength will lead you to the happiness that you seek. And I feel like that's the nonconformist in you coming out. You can achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, Libra, okay? Because we go from the 7 of Wands to the 8 of Wands as well, which indicates there is travel. You're going to be getting some news to tell you that, you know, things that you're hoping for to go in the direction of your dreams, your goals, your wishes, you're going to get some successful news. The 3 of Wands here indicates expansion. Now, this could be travel. You could be planning a vacation. You could be thinking about teaming up with people. But as you can see, this figure here is waiting for the right moment to be able to launch something, okay? So, and you can see all those buildings there. They represent being able to build something, but also she's really high up, seeing things from another perspective. And that's what you're doing, Libra. You're seeing things from a very high position. Can you see all these things? Look, high position, high position. You're seeing it from bird's eye view there. Look at that. Making a judgment way up above all those skyscrapers there. The call of the soul is very strong. Whatever that call of the soul is, you're listening to it, but sometimes you doubt it, okay? So it is there to raise you up. The King of Pentacles, being raised up on those antlers. Antlers, what did I say about the buck moon? Okay, that's when the male deer grow the antlers. Whatever it is you're fighting for, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, whether it's peace of mind, whether it is riches, whether it is friendships, whatever it is, because it's going to be different for everyone. You're being raised up and you are overcoming the obstacles, okay, in order to achieve it. And that's exactly what that card means as well. Now, to do something different, Libra, or to step out of a comfort zone, especially with that Tower card, the Tower card basically says step out of your comfort zone, because if you don't, you're always going to be stuck in the same place. The Nine of Swords is anxiety. You feel like you cannot trust the situation. You're watching your back. Now that could be in terms of friendships. It could be in terms of love. If you're stepping out of a comfort zone and going deeper with someone, I feel like you may have, they just gave me something. They gave me two things. So they're giving me a song, which is Hey Jude, Don't Let Me Down. Take a sad song and make it better. Okay, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. So there, well, I don't know if you caught that on camera right now, but we just got a flicker of light there. And I've got natural light right now, so I don't know where that flicker of light came from. So I've got natural light and a candle. Natural light is coming from the window, like way over there. Okay, you can probably see like a, but anyway. So that song, they're indicating here that it's, now my readings are not about religion or anything like that, but they're giving me that St. Jude. It's about St. Jude, okay? I don't know the history of the song, but I'm guessing it's probably right. St. Jude. Now, I'm not really sure what St. Jude stands for, but I feel like it's if you're feeling hopeless or you're feeling that things are not going the way that you had hoped. I guess by the lyrics, take a sad song and make it better means that the energy is being turned around. Anything negative is being turned into a positive for you, okay? Spirit is intervening, but it doesn't stop you from having anxious thoughts about it. It takes a lot of courage, but also sometimes ignoring fear in order to blossom. As you can see, she's protecting herself. The Nine of Swords is a protective energy, and perhaps she's protecting herself from the evil eye, or protecting herself against, that anxiety in the first place, because as you can see, she's looking towards the darkness, but what she doesn't realize is actually she's starting to blossom, okay, because of it. And here we have the Eight of Wands energy, which means you're about to elevate in some way. There's definitely some good news coming on in here. As I said, there's a conversation that needs to be had. Either something below the surface is coming towards you to give you good news. I feel like there's some good news coming for sure. It allows you to elevate. You're going to feel on top of the world, okay? So they just gave me another song. I guess it's off the back of what I just said, so I can't really, because I just said you're on top of the world, and they gave me a song that says you're on top of the world now, hey, or something. It's a really playful song. They're actually showing me that it's on an advertisement. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at some TV to see that. I don't really watch that, but I guess the song's called On Top of the World. So if you heard it on the song, or if you heard Hey Jude on the song just now, on the radio just now as well, or on the TV, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, but I feel like it connects to your reading in a different way. But as you can see, you're about to, some sort of action or something to take action on is coming towards you. There's quick changes here that allows you to elevate, okay? And as you can see, all those umbrellas, they offer protection. So, protection against rain, wind, storms. So I feel like she's like overprotected here, but it allows her to take flight and rise. So again, we're getting that same energy. So I'm going to clarify in terms of love quickly, but in terms of love, if you're looking for love, you do have love coming on in here. If you've been searching, you may have been in a solitary energy for a long time, or maybe even if you've been in a relationship, you may have felt a little bit lonely recently. I feel like you're deepening a connection with love there, okay? So Ace of Cups indicates fate is intervening in order to bring you the love that you truly desire and deserve, but we got the Judgment card here indicating you may be weighing up an option from the past as well, or maybe thinking about someone who returns to your life, because the Judgment card is the card of second chances, okay? But they are indicating here that there's someone who is coming on in solid for you. So if it is the person from the past, make sure that they are solid in their energy, because the Seven of Wands indicates, you may be protecting yourself against this person due to some sort of anxiety. This person may have hurt you in the past, may have even thrown you for a loop. And they come back on in by surprise. They want a solution, okay? But you may be looking for love. I feel like you have a choice there, Libra, so that's your call on the choices, okay? But either way, you will be hearing from somebody in terms of love. remember, confidence, it's your key. In terms of business, I mean, you're following your hopes and your dreams. I feel like the Ace of Cups, you're going to land a proposal or an opportunity to do something that you love. And financially, I mean, you're going to make some really big, bold choices. And I think it's going to really pay off there. I feel like you may be thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, setting up your own business. This is basically the Midas touch. So I feel like you're going to do really well there. Trust your intuition. Okay, sorry, they just said Peter to me, Peter. So if your name is Peter, I know Peter has come up before in other readings. I do apologize that I'm saying another name that's exactly the same, but I can't tell you anything that, you know, if they give me the same name, I can only give you the same name. So I do really apologize if you're like, huh, this came up before. Yeah. I can't lie to you and say, you know, make up a name so that it's not that name. But yeah, so it's just come through there. I feel like you have the tenacity and the courage to go after your goals, your dreams. And I feel like your passion will smash through any obstacles. And I feel like you're pretty unstoppable. Fear obviously comes with you stepping out of a comfort zone, of course. Try to, if you can, enlist help from other people. If you're feeling a little bit nervous, investigate things a little bit deeper with people who probably know, so they can just allay your fears a little bit, okay? But I feel like I see you rising. I feel like there's a lot of success there, okay? Now I'm just going to get your wisdom of the oracle before we close the reading, my beautiful Librans. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Libra? How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. They're showing me mint. So either you're chopping up mint right now, or you just bought some mint, or mint is kind of refreshing, right? Mint, I mean, it's for the digestive system. They just show me mint, the leaves, fresh ones. So if that's something that connects to you, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. So please take it as it resonates. And the card you got was orphaned, but it's in the reverse. It's number 5, just to let you know, I'll show you in the upright there. Number 5, as you can see, there's a lovely, beautiful little swan type creature there, who just feels so lonely and like unloved. And you know, they sort of say like the ugly duckling grows into the swan and things like that. So sad. I feel, but you got it in the reverse. Number 5s, they're often the obstacle of the number of obstacles, or it means conflict or obstacle. Number 5 does, but you've got it in the reverse. So this indicates that perhaps you're turning it all around, and rather than feeling orphaned and unloved, this time is going to change for you. Okay, let's read from the book just to make sure. Don't want to tell you anything wrong there. The protection message says, the shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel a need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances that you may have formed in the past and make a decision to heal that past. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappoint you. Don't abandon yourself. You can connect to others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns and consciously choose to interrupt them. Life wants to love you. Let it. Okay, so definitely clarifies this whole reading there for you. I'm just going to get you a trinket before I close. Thank you so much for it, guys, for angels. Please. We've got the musical notes, which indicates you're raising your vibrations. Okay, so beautiful energy. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, sorry, they just asked me about, they're just clarifying it there, I guess, with that beep. They're just asking me to tell you about citrine. Okay, I've got 2 pieces of citrine here. Now this citrine, I'm not here to sell you anything, so please look it up in a local store or something like that. It's always good to give it to local stores, you know, people who are trying to do their own business. So this is citrine, and it basically is for success, it's for peace, harmony, but it is for elevation. Okay, so you know, a lot of that you'll see in this reading. So perhaps get yourself some if you don't have any. Okay, but yeah, we've got elevation happening here. As you can see, the notes they go up, but the frequencies, the vibrations are rising there for you, and they want this on Sun card. Also, we've got the horse. So they're indicating here that there is dependable energy. You're grounded in your energy. You have what it takes to go the distance, and you are nearly there yet. You are nearly there, should I say. You're in the running. You're in the race. You're on the move. You're overcoming obstacles. But remember, the horses connect to the Chariot card, which is about motivation, drive, control, victory, success, self-assurance. So you have what it takes to overcome any challenge and move through that. You've got that determination, that willpower. You can do this, whatever this is for you, okay? Where would you like this? Oh, they want it on the Eight of Wands. So there's some sort of news that helps you move through that energy. It may come from nowhere. Surprise news, because that tarot card, the tarot doesn't always have to mean a negative surprise. It can be like, boom, there's news that just came from nowhere. You're like, oh, this is the missing piece of what I've been waiting for. So please take it as it resonates. I'm going to leave it there. I hope something resonated in this reading for you. It's a little bit different from my usual readings. If it does resonate, please like or subscribe to my channel. It's completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Thank you so much, my beautiful Libra. Love and light.